Hi and welcome back to Joe Talks Cars and welcome to another video. This video is in response to the amount of comments I've had lately asking where the Cayman is. And I've got something to confess about that. It's gone absolutely nowhere. The Cayman is back on the channel. You needn't have worried. I'm not getting rid of this car. Well, just yet. More on that later. For the moment, it's here and I've got lots of plans for it. And in today's video, I'm going to share what I'm going to be doing over the next year with this car. So I'm sure you'll all be very pleased to see the car back on the channel. But what am I going to do with it over the next year or so? Well, I've got lots of plans with this car in terms of modifications, road trips, and that type of thing. But it's been very difficult to get some time with the car and do some content for the channel. That's why it simply has not been on here. I've been sponsored by Onto in recent videos, you'll have seen that. And I've had to use that car for a long time. Because it's electric, it saved me a ton of cash. On top of that, I've been going on press days for Audi, Cupra and others, and it's been an amazing time, but it has left me with very little time left to film anything on the Cayman, and I feel really bad for not sharing that with you. So things are about to change, and this car is going to be more of a feature on the channel. But as you can tell, nothing really has changed about the car. Apart from it's got really mucky just sat on my driveway, I've not really done anything with it. Nothing's changed, and it's still got that same problem with the coolant sensor. The car is due a service though, so I will be taking it to RPM Specialist Cars. It's going to get a full service, and we're going to look into that engine light. So that's a video that will be coming up probably after Christmas now, when I get some time to drive out to Knaresborough. But the next plan for the car is really just to get out as much as possible over the next few weeks and use it like I always did and bring you my ownership thoughts of the Cayman, what it's like to use in the winter. If we get a bit of snow, I'm going to take it out. This is not a garage queen and it will be used throughout all of winter. But anyway, it's really, really cold now. We're going to jump inside and we'll continue the video in there because I'm freezing. So I hope this video has been a bit of a return to form, a little bit more like my old school videos. And I hope you do appreciate some of the new content I've been putting out. I've really enjoyed making it, and these press days, honestly, have been the best filming days that I've ever done. It's been amazing to try out all these different cars, and it's all thanks to you guys for supporting the channel throughout these last 2 years. It's what's led me to this point, and I feel as though I've neglected everyone for not sharing more of what you like, the Cayman. So the plan is to get this car fixed. Like I said, that problem, it's not really been fixed. In fact, it's just disappeared. It's fixed itself. It does look like a wiring issue. A lot of people in the comments said thermostat and temperature sensor. Well, we did the temperature sensor and the thermostat during the rebuild, so it's unlikely to be those things. But it could be the wiring. And with it being intermittent, I would put my money there. So anyway, the car will be going into the garage, but I don't think it'll be this side of Christmas. Next year, I've got some huge plans with the car. I want to take it on a European road trip, which will involve going to the Nürburgring. So that's going to be amazing. So make sure if you haven't already hit subscribe, please do so because you don't want to miss stuff like that. The plans I have next year for this car are off the scale. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single upload. So like I touched on earlier, this car is going to be on the channel for the time being. I did hint earlier that it was going to be going. You'll have recently seen all over the internet, YouTube and everything, the new Cayman has been revealed. Well, I say revealed, Porsche have confirmed that it will be electric, and there has been some early spy shots of it. With all the electric cars that I've driven over this year, with all the press days, the Audi e-tron and the Cupra Born and cars like that, I've become very into electric cars. Now, this doesn't mean to say that I don't like the flat six engine in this. I love it and I love internal combustion. But you can't ignore what an electric car does. They're unbelievable. And if you haven't driven one, make sure that you do. So that car is due to come out in 2025. My plan with the channel is to make sure I get my deposit in for that. So that is my grand plan, is to have a deposit in for the latest version of the Cayman. And it's going to be electric. Now this is very early stages and we're talking about 2025. That still gives us plenty of time with this car, plenty of time for me to change my mind as well. This isn't to say that this car will actually go at that point. YouTube for me has grown so massively in the last year. A year ago I was stood at the side of the road with my iPhone And now I'm being invited to press days, so who knows what 2025 will bring. If I can keep both the cars, then I will do. As it stands at the moment, that is the car that really interests me. Porsche have been talking about this for a while, saying that they don't intend to put the batteries in the floor and instead pile them up behind the driver. It should keep the dynamics of the car very similar to what we expect, but with four-wheel drive and tons of power. It could be quite the interesting car. But that's 2025. This is the current day, and the plans for this car, as I said, are huge. And I really do mean that. We've got European road trips planned. I want to take it on a few more track days, and I want to take it to a drag strip. All of these things are going to be done next year. Next year is going to be huge. And I also want to collaborate with a few more creators who have Porsches and bring just generally more Porsche content. I've already spoken to Porsche UK and they have promised that I will be going on a press day with them. So there's a lot more Porsche content to come, a lot more new Porsches, but also, crucially, my Cayman. If YouTube has taught me one thing, it's to stick to what people like. You guys are the core of my audience and you all want to watch the Cayman. So why am I messing around driving other cars you're not interested in? The core of my channel is the Cayman and will continue to be that way. It isn't to say that I won't be doing other videos on other cars, because I've really enjoyed filming those and some of them have been very successful and you've all liked them. But like I said, the main bulk of this channel is built off this car and I do intend to do a lot more with it. The issue is this time of year. It makes it very difficult to bring this car out. When you've got ice on the roads and salt everywhere, it's not really ideal conditions for a Cayman and I don't want to make it rot away. But what I do want is to bring more content to the channel. Like I said, I have huge plans for next year and over the next coming weeks you will see more of this car. But I do need your help too. I want to know what you want to see me do with this, because I've got all these great plans, but really I want to make videos that you want to watch and you enjoy. So if you've got any ideas at all what you want to see me do with this car, whether that be modify it, take it on road trips, find great roads, anything at all, drop it in the comments and I will do my best to accommodate that. So I hope you've enjoyed this rather old school video, back to what I'm used to, back to what you guys subscribed for, and I intend to bring a lot more of this in the future. Please make sure you keep an eye out for my upload nearer Christmas. It should be launching within the next week. It's my Christmas special and it's going to be an epic video, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. As always, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.